how much of the spare parts should you order? Okay, how much of the spare parts should you order? Okay, so here we will be talking about the different levels. Okay, as you must have, I don't know whether you had inventory management or not, but you have different levels of inventory. You have minimum inventory, you have maximum inventory, you have the order level, you have EOQ, that is economic order quantity, how much you are ordering at a single go. Okay, so you have different aspects. Okay, so today we will just brush up all that, and then we will, today being the last class, we'll wind up all the units. Okay, so economic order quantity. In yesterday's class, we had seen two types of cost. Okay, one cost was cost of ordering. Like say, suppose 10,000, I'll be sharing the whiteboard with you all. Yeah. So we had seen two types of costs. One cost, am I there in the group? Yes. If someone can confirm, that would be great. Abhiram, Kalyan, I saw you yesterday also, but you didn't respond. Okay. Yeah. I'm assuming that I'm audible. Yes. So we have seen two types of extreme cost. That was cost of storage and then cost of ordering. This we have seen in detail in yesterday's class. These two are the contradictory costs. As the number of units, suppose annual requirement of spare parts is 10,000 units. I have many options with me. I can order all the 10,000 at one go, keeping my ordering cost as least as possible. But I have to store 10,000 units in my godown. So think of the cost of storage, how immensely I have to spend on storing it. I'm losing interest on the money which is blocked. That is an opportunity loss for me. Okay, suppose unlike 10,000 at one time, suppose I'm ordering 20 times, 20 times 500 units each. No doubt my cost of storage have decreased to a considerable extent, but cost of ordering have increased. Cost of ordering have increased. So if I draw a graph between how much I'm ordering and my annual costs, okay. So on the x-axis, you have the quantity. X-axis, you have the quantity, and on y-axis, you have the cost. As the number of output increases, okay, maybe zero output till the 10,000 units at one go. I'm ordering 100 units at one time for 100 times till 10,000 units at one go. Okay, the number of units I'm ordering are less. My ordering costs are more. So ordering cost reduce. Ordering cost reduce. As the number of units increases, suppose I'm ordering 10,000 units at one go. The ordering cost I'm spending are very less. Okay, can you see that? Okay, the number of units I'm ordering is only 100. Okay, I have to put 100 orders. My ordering cost has increased. Okay, so here this is inversely proportional. As the amount I'm ordering at one go increases, my ordering cost will increase. Okay, the number of units I have reduced, my ordering cost, number of orders I have to put will increase. So my ordering cost will increase. Okay, but my storage costs are very less when I am storing only 100 units. Okay, so it will be something like this. My storage cost increase as the number of units increase in my godown. Okay, number of units are less, the amount I'm spending on storage is less. So this is the graph for storage. This is the graph for ordering cost. Ordering cost. But I'm not bothered about ordering cost or storage cost. I'm bothered about the total cost in general. How the total cost behaves is initially it will decrease. Total cost is nothing but the sum of ordering cost plus storage cost. As the number of units increase, my cost together of ordering and storage decreases. It reaches a minimum, it increases again. Okay. So the least point where the cost is least, okay, that is known as the economic order quantity. So I have to order this much of quantity. I have to order this much of quantity so that my total costs are reduced. See, here we are making certain assumptions, like we are not including. See, what happens is if I order more spare parts, the supplier of the spare parts might give me a discount. But here I am ignoring all those things. I am assuming that no discounts are given. No discounts are given. So under some certain assumptions, this really works out well. The total cost decreases first and then reaches a minimum and then raises up. So the least cost, the optimum cost at which the total of the quantity at which the total cost is least is the economic order quantity. Okay, so did you understand the concept of economic order quantity? Economic order quantity is that quantity at which the total cost is least. So this is the economic order quantity. I must order so much of units, so many of units. Okay. So this is graphically explaining the economic order quantity. So economic order quantity basically tells you how much to order. How much to order. Okay. So there are different levels when you talk about the spare parts, how much of the spare parts you have to maintain. Okay. There are different levels. You talk of the minimum level. You talk of the minimum level. What is the minimum level? Minimum level has to be maintained at all the times. At all the times, I have to maintain the minimum level. And then you have reorder level. What is reorder level? This is the level at which the spare parts touch this level. It is reminding me that I have to put an order. Okay. So when do I put an order? When the inventory reaches reorder level. How much do I put an order? I put an order for EOQ. Okay. How much I'm ordering at every time? I'm ordering EOQ. When am I ordering? I'm ordering when it reaches the ROL. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So we have minimum level, we have reorder level, we have maximum level. So maximum level is the level beyond which we don't maintain the spare parts. We don't maintain. So it's cost ineffective for us. The more funds are blocked in the spare parts only there. Okay, so maximum level beyond which we don't go, minimum level below which we don't go. Reorder level is the level at which we have to put an order for the spare parts. Okay, taking into consideration, see, when we put an order for reorder level, it depends on the lead time. The lead time is the time taken for my order to come. For my order to come. Suppose today I have placed the order and it takes say 3 days for me to get the inventory. Okay, so 3 days is the lead time. Okay, again you have different levels of lead time. You have minimum lead time, maximum lead time, pessimistic lead time, optimistic lead time. Okay, what do you mean by that is everything goes against you. What is the maximum time it is taken for the inventory to come to your go down is maximum lead time. Okay, and you have maximum consumption of spare parts, minimum consumption of spare parts, normal consumption of spare parts. So you have different levels. Okay, so see, the spare parts are full. Okay, as you go on having maintenance in your organization, it goes on reducing. It reaches the reorder level. And when it reaches the reorder level, you have put an order. For how many units? For EOQ units. Okay. Then again you go on consuming. It will take some time. It will take some time for the inventory to replenish. Okay. So as we go on using the spare parts in your organization, the level goes on decreasing. It reaches the minimum level. At the time it reaches the minimum level, see, remember you have put an order when it has reached this. Your order has come now. Again, the spare parts have gone to maximum level. Again, you go on consuming it. It reaches reorder level. You have put an order. Again, you go on consuming it. It reaches minimum level. Your order has come. again it reaches maximum level. So this is how it really works. Okay, is it clear? So you have a formula to find out the EOQ. This was of course the graphical method. Graphical method suggests that cost you take it on y-axis and quantity you take it on x-axis. Wherever the total cost, total of ordering cost plus carrying cost is least, that quantity is known as EOQ. So this is basically the EOQ. Okay, but you have an algebraic formula also for EOQ, which gives you reasonably correct answer. Okay, so EOQ is found out by the formula under root of 2AO by C. 2AO by C. So let us see this formula in detail. A stands for the annual consumption of spare parts. Annual consumption of spare parts. In the example which we have dealt earlier, A here was 10,000 units consumption of spare parts. Okay. O is the ordering cost per order. Ordering cost per order. So, okay. So I have to order 100 units or 10,000 units. It costs me same. It costs me same. See, I have to put a purchase order. I have to search for a vendor. All those costs are involved. Okay, so cost of ordering we have seen. I have to pay salaries to the purchase department. I incur on telephone expenses, postage, stationery, travel expenses. I incur expenses on incoming inspection. I have to do the quality check when I'm ordering. All those costs are constant and it depends on the number of orders. Okay, so number of orders I'm placing. All the 10,000 units I'm placing one order, I'm incurring less. 100 units I'm placing 100 orders, I'm incurring more because I have to spend 100 times. 100 times. Okay, so ordering cost depends on number of orders. Okay, then you have C. C stands for carrying cost. Carrying cost. How much of the cost I'm incurring? See here, carrying cost, yesterday's class we have seen. Carrying cost includes the interest charges, the depreciation of the units which we are storing, cost of stationery, insurance, we have to get it insured. Okay, suppose something happens to the inventory there, we have to get it insured. More the number of units I'm insuring, more the insurance charges I'm paying. Okay, isn't it? So cost of storage is C. So cost of storing one unit for an entire year, how much am I incurring? That is nothing but C. Okay, so the formula for EOQ is under root of 2AO by C. 2AO by C. Okay, is the formula clear? So based on the formula, I think you have one numerical. Okay, let me quickly do that. In page number 165, you have a numerical. Okay, so there the numerical is based on, they have categorized the units based on ABC and BED also. Okay, you can look into that. Based on EOQ, they have given a small simple numerical which says that annual consumption is 120 numbers. 120 number of spare parts you need. Okay. Inventory carrying cost. Carrying cost is 0.2. Means 20 paise you require to spend when you are holding one unit for the entire year. And the unit price, I have to buy the spare part also, right? So unit price is 100 rupees. Ordering cost per order is rupees 30. Okay, per order I'm spending 30 rupees. Okay. So how much is the EOQ? We need to find out the EOQ. So EOQ is equal to under root of 2AO. 2AO by C. By C. Okay. So how do we find out C? It is given as the unit price is 100. This is carrying cost is given as percentage usually. Okay. So or per unit it is 0.2. Okay. So 0.2 of the cost. So 0.2 into 100. Okay. 0.2 of the cost unit price. Okay. So carrying cost is found out per unit. So it is given as 0.2 means 0.2 into unit cost. Okay. That is how you find out the C. Okay. So 2A. A is annual consumption 120. Ordering cost per order is 30. Carrying cost is, he has given us 0.2. 0.2, you should need to multiply it, the cost. Okay, it is given as a proportion of the cost. Okay, 0.2 into 100. Okay, so we'll do it. EOQ is equal to under root 2A 120 O 30 by C, 0.2 into 100. 100 is the unit price of the each spare part. Okay, so how much are you spending on it? It's coming to 0 is cut, 0 is cut. I think we can take a 0 here. 2, so 2 ones are 2 tens are. So EOQ is equal to under root of 12 threes are 36, 36 tens are 360. Under root of 360. Under root of 360 is almost 19. See, under root of 400 is 20. So it is little lesser than 20. And 19 square is 361, I suppose. So 360 is nearer to 361. So under root of that is 19. 360 is 19. Okay. So you have to, how much you have to order every time? 19 units. 19 units you have to order. So in a year, you require 120 units. Every time you are ordering 19 units. So how many orders you have to place in a year? How many orders you have to place in a year? 7 orders you have to place. 7 or 6 orders or 7 hours orders you have to place in a year. Okay, apart from EOQ, you also have the concept of, is the EOQ clear? Is the EOQ clear? Okay, apart from EOQ, so EOQ, again I repeat, EOQ is equal to under root of 2AO by C, where A is the annual consumption in units, O is the, it can be in kgs also, O is the ordering cost per order, C is the carrying cost per piece per year. Okay, so it is found out by multiplying the fixed percentage multiplied by the unit cost. Okay, so we have seen EOQ, we have seen the different classifications of the inventory. Okay, so there is something known as safety stock also. Safety stock is nothing but the stock which has to be maintained at all levels. Okay, so that if any emergency happens, your production is not coming to a standstill. So you have the concept of safety stock also. Okay, so this is all about the stores management. Now let us just quickly revise from the 8th unit. Okay, 8th unit talks about, I'll just go to 8th unit. Yeah. 8th unit talks about the reliability, availability, and maintainability concepts. Reliability, availability, and maintainability concept. RAM. RAM concept. Okay. Reliability. So what is reliability? Reliability is nothing but it is defined. See, we say that particular person is quite reliable. So I can trust on that person always. Okay. Or his behavior is same always. Okay. So what is the reliability in terms of a machine? Okay. Reliability is nothing but probability that a system or a element of a system performs its intended function. Okay, its intended function. Now I'm using refrigerator, suppose it gives me the cooling effect. Okay, or I'm using the air conditioner, it gives me a cooling effect. It's not like once I have switched on the AC, it is making the room hot. Other time it is making the room cool. It is not like that. Reliable is nothing but every time I am using that particular machine, it is functioning in the same way. It is functioning in the intended way. Intended way for what it is meant for. For what it is meant for. Okay, so mathematically, what do you mean by reliability? Mathematically speaking, uh, think that think that an item is performing its intended function at time 0. Okay, time zero, that is now I have used the machine. Okay, reliability can be defined as the probability that it will continue to perform its intended function without failure for a specific period of time under stated condition. So in the given conditions, it is giving me the intended purpose. Okay. At time zero, I have used the machine. It has functioned in a particular way. For a specified period of time, it is giving me the same function every time I am using the machine. Okay. So reliability talks about the functionality of the machine. Functionality. Okay. Then you talk of availability. So you had reliability, that is, machine is performing the same function, the intended function, every time I'm using it for a specified period of time. Why am I saying specified period of time is, see, every time AC doesn't have a infinite economic life, isn't it? It will get spoiled. If I don't do the maintenance of that, it might not give me the cooling effect. Okay, maybe it is on for a few hours, but it is not giving a cooling effect because it is not functioning well. It means that it is not reliable at that time. So that's why reliability means uh, that the machine is functioning or giving the intended function, okay, for a specified period of time. We are talking with respect to the time frame. Okay, then you have availability. Availability also, it's a normal word which we use it in a normal parlance. We say that the teacher is always available in the campus. Okay, he or she uh, is available, always available, approachable for the student. Okay, so what do you mean by available here? Here, available means you are considering time here. Okay, so availability refers to the duration of time that a plant or a particular equipment is able to perform its intended task. Time for which the asset is able to perform its intended task. Reliability, we were bothered about what task it has to perform. It has to perform that task. AC, it has to give cooling effect. Okay. Car, it has to take you from one place to another. Okay, that is its intended task that it has to do. That is reliability. Availability means for the given duration of time, it should be available. It should be available. So availability, we have a metric here. Availability, you can find out by availability percentage as actual operation hours. Actual operation hours divided by total time in hours into 100. Okay, how much time it has operated divided by total time in hours means out of total 100 hours of economic life, how many hours it has actually worked. It has actually worked. That is nothing but the availability percentage. Availability percentage. Is that clear? So availability percentage, we talk from the time point of view. Okay. Then you have the third aspect, which is known as maintainability. What is maintainability? Here we talk from the preventive repairs or the breakdown repairs point of view, basically. Okay. Maintainability means you have to maintain the asset in the correct condition so that it is reliable and it is available for us. Okay. So that it is functioning well, whatever function it is intended to perform, it is performing that function only, and also it is available for us. Okay, for that maintainability is very essential. So maintainability, we talk of mean time for repairs. Mean time for repairs. With this, we have discussed it earlier also. Okay, so to measure the maintainability of the asset, you need to be able to quantify the amount of effort that is put in performing the maintenance on that asset. How much of the time, effort you are using to maintain that asset, you have to take that into consideration. So this is all about the 8th unit. Okay, in 8th unit, you have about RAM, that is reliability, availability, and maintainability. You can go through that again. 9th chapter, it discusses about the safety and environmental aspects in maintenance management. Safety and environmental aspects. So here, the statutory requirements of WHO, ILO are given. You can go through that. So safety and environmental hazards, because when manufacturing concerns are, see, in earlier classes, we were talking about the triple bottom line concept, triple P, people, profits. Earlier, profits was only the bottom line, but now you talk of profits, people, and planet. Okay, so for the planet, the environment plays a vital role. So you have this unit is devoted for the environmental hazards of the different industries and how to overcome that. What are the statutory requirements based on that? Okay, you can go through that as well. The 10th unit talks about the human resource dimension in maintenance management. What is the human resource segment? Okay, so you can't imagine an organization, you can't imagine any function of the organization without human beings in it, human resource in it. Okay, so the five main dimensions of human resource management is to do with budgeting. So they have to make a budget. Okay, in budgeting, human resources involved. In scheduling the work, I need to find out when am I going to do the maintenance work. Okay, is there a need of maintenance now? Everything has to be decided. That is decided by the human resource. Okay, we need to also comply with some regulations. Okay, so at regular intervals, I need to comply, mandatorily comply with the statutes. Okay, for that, I need to maintain my all the assets in the working conditions. So, regulatory compliance is done by the human resource, and management is all about optimizing the work. Okay, we talk of optimization because the resources which we have are not unlimited. So human beings have to optimize, and optimization, who can help us out with the optimization than human resource? Okay, and overall, for improving the safety, these are the different dimensions of human resource in maintenance management. Okay, you talk of budgeting, you talk of scheduling the work, you talk of regulation, complying with the statutes, and you talk of the important function of management, that is the optimization, and then the improving the safety. So this is all about in the human resource element, that is to do with the 10th lesson. Okay, in 11th lesson, it talks about maintenance managed audit. Okay, so what do you mean by audit? What are the functions of audit? What are the objectives of audit? That is all given in the chapter 11. Okay, so audit is basically, uh, audit is done, audit is a check, it is a supervision, whether we are, it is a control function basically. Okay, it is a control function. It is to ensure that the management is carrying out its mission, meeting its goal and objectives, and following proper procedures, and maintaining resources effectively and efficiently. So there is a slight difference between efficiency and effectively, which you must have learned it so far. Okay, so to manage the resources well, audit is having a control whether are you aligned your purpose or your activities as per the goals, mission, vision of the organization or not. This is done in audit. Okay, in audit, you can see there are different types of audit. You have statutory audit, internal audit, preliminary audit, management audit. Okay, so you can go through the types of the audit which are mentioned on page number 147. The different types of audits are, see, even sometimes statutes say that you have to conduct an audit, that is statutory audit. And you have management, it wants to have the control function, it wants to see how effectively it is following the procedures and all that. So they conduct the management audit. And you have a preliminary audit. Is there a need for me to go for the maintenance program or not? Okay, I find out, that is known as preliminary audit, something which is done prior. Okay, and then we have internal audit. Internally, we do the audit, and then maybe the external auditor is called for us to audit. So this was all about the 10th lesson. Then we have 11th lesson. No, this was 11th actually. Then we have seen the 12th lesson in detail, spare parts management. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about the maintenance management course. So in some of the classes we have done the numericals, whichever are there in detail. Uh, I think numericals are there in the unit number. There are some spelling mistakes there, which I had corrected, and I have shared the screenshots with it. It was to do with the group replacement or individual replacement. Page number 106. In the seventh lesson, you have one part of numericals, and other part of numericals, which was to do with the EOQ, was there in the stores management, which was in the 11th or 12th lesson. 12th lesson. Okay. So this is all about the performance management, which we have done. Yes, any doubts you have, you can ask. Last two units talks about the contemporary things about in whatever is going on in the maintenance management, the newer systems which are generated, the AI driven maintenance management, all those are discussed in the last two units, the contemporary things which are going on. Okay, and each lesson is followed by a case study, wonderful case studies. You can go through that. See, the chapter 15th is titled as Advanced Technologies in Maintenance Management. Advanced technologies. So it is talking about the AI generated or the latest technologies, whatever are there in the maintenance management. Okay, how do you do the turnaround of the maintenance? Okay, and increase the effectiveness of maintenance programs. That is all is discussed in the last units. Any doubts you have, you can ask.